welcome to the 13th Fresh Air show. Hey! And starting off this with the wonderful Art Couture Painswick. As many of you know, the extraordinary initiative in Painswick started 9 years ago, now a biennale and a fixture. Don't go to Brazil, go to Painswick is the answer. And you've been looking at these models. Many of them are designed by amateurs, but what imagination. Well, it doesn't need any guessing, and as a beekeeper myself, Flight of the Honeybee. Just look at the embroidery and the detailing in that. And next one, My, how time flies. Quite tricky. Look at the shoes. Don't get too close. And very complicated here. Homage to Shaman. Flights of fancy, message of love. None of the materials are expensive, as you see. The great skill here is the imagination and the dogged determination to produce something new and original. It's an absolute delight. Bug's life under the microscope. Particularly fine, almost Shakespearean headdress, made up of, again, mixtures of painted materials. You'd be very surprised to find that under a microscope. Last but not least, created by Kirsten Fletcher, the Magician's Plumage. The energy and the creativity is here, right here in GB. And so we are only going to show you a fraction of it, but just remind yourselves, it's not just the couture, but so many of these makers have dyed and woven and experimented with these pieces for many, many years. So you're seeing the fruits of great skill and great inventiveness. Jenny Pickett, coming from a fine art background, she does the most wonderful sheer printed and painted work by hand. Extraordinary designs. Dorothy Regler's collection is now showing. She has devoted her life to couture and indeed is fascinated by textiles and the textile particularly of the Far East. Dorothy's clients, in fact, love her clothes so much, it is they who volunteer to model. And who can blame them? Stephanie Kemp is a member of the Worcestershire Guild of Designers, trained as a pattern cutter and has worked long in the fashion industry until she fell in love with making her own cloth herself. Alison is a designer and a creator of knitted textiles. Wonderful, wonderful cashmere and silk. Easily wearable, beautiful soft colors. Very accessible. And our very own Miranda Leonard, whose pop-up gallery is a must-visit during this show. And Miranda was one of the co-curators of the To Make, which some of you will have seen in Cirencester. This is Stephanie Kemp and Alison Dubernex working together. Alison Dubernex also really likes and enjoys making coats for the cutting-edge man. And here we have two of them. Lizzie! And she is the only one in this household, hardly surprising, who actually knows what she was doing when we decided to put on this fashion show as the start of wearable fashion as part of Freshair. Jasmine Hickson, our only non-local, but she has come all the way from County Durham. She weaves, dyes, and then creates these beautiful fluid shapes, which I have been wearing actually since before I got married. Lovely pale blues, Very good. Lovely, soft, boxy jacket, silk and cashmere, wearable at any time, any place. So, Carol Waller. Carol has created some of these wonderful pieces, beautiful painted silks. She does the most sensational shapes. So, Carol Waller. She also painted, of course, the T-shirts for the kilts as well. Also, everybody, from now on, you will notice the most stunning hats that have been given to us by Sarah Kant, who worked for a long time with Studio 7, and her hats are now so sought after, and we're very lucky having them here, it being Ascot. Here is the great Rachel David and her extraordinary mix of recycled materials very often, objets trouvés. She creates, therefore, every coat is a unique art object, as you see with, I guess this is China meets tartan. You can't help but make an impact in one of these. I was rather hoping Alice would do cartwheels down the thing, but the jersey by Wren. Marvelous cashmere. It's a hoodie, really, of course. Hoodie with elegance. Irresistible. Lovely colors, very simple, beautiful materials. Stroud College has got this very, very lively fashion department. Spot the future couturier designer with all this marvelous young talent that we are so pro at promoting at Freshair. And we're so grateful to them all for actually having the bravery to come and show their work. The designer herself, who is leading the pair, is known as the Cocktail Queen. In case any of you are thinking of taking to holy orders, I suggest you take on this wonderful nun outfit. I have to admit, early on in my life, I did want to be a nun, purely because of the outfit. We've now started on Liz Lippiott's designs with Sarah Kant's hats, I think you gathered. Very, very beautiful silks and materials and printed velvets that she uses. The ultimate easy to wear in printed T-shirts, only £10 each, by the way, everybody, and these beautiful pyjama bottoms. Everybody, there we are. What skill, what joy, what a wonderful antidote to the world we live in at the moment. So I hope it's lifted your heart, lifted your pockets, lifted your checkbooks. The models were fantastic, and the makers have been to such trouble, not only coming here themselves, but sending it on time and creating this fantastic scene. And thank you too for coming.